All right, guys, we're here at the gym. Um, if you guys don't know, I work a full-time job Tuesday through Friday, so it's 10-hour days for 4 days, which equals a full-time job. And usually Mondays, it's kind of like a reset day. So Tuesday through Friday, I try to go to the gym at least once a week during that time. And then Mondays, because of the weekend of drinking, I try to do like a reset health kind of thing on Mondays. So I woke up this morning, I had a little bit of water and liquid IV. And then we just came to the gym. As you can see, Sean is over here. And it's currently 10:05, but in about 55 minutes, I have an interview, which fingers crossed, hopefully everything goes well. It's not an interview that I want super badly, but I am gonna give it my all because I kind of want to have options. It doesn't matter to have several options on the plate. So wish me luck. This is kind of like a little distractor and motivational kind of video. So yeah, let's see how this video turns out, guys. All right, so we are on our way to grab some food. We had Uber Eats deliver the food. I just finished my meeting. It was a meeting with the hiring recruiter, and I think I crushed it. Woo! I look crazy. Thank God I didn't have an interview in person. The interview was over the phone, and I did a great job. The guy did not stop asking questions. There was like only 2 questions I didn't have answers to, and I had to tell him, I'm eager to learn. I have a coachable mindset. Anything you need me, I'll grasp and I'll take it to the next level. All right, y'all, we are having some lunch. You can tell I'm Cuban because every single time I talk, I do this. Ooh. All right. So for lunch, we're having Thai slash hibachi slash Japanese. What do you want to call it? And this yum yum sauce. Yum yum sauce. Yum yum sauce consists of what? Mayo and I don't know. Delicious. I love me some chicken, some fried rice. I'm gonna say it's the camera. I feel like everybody, even if you're not looking for a job, you should be looking at your options and looking at doing interviews, because I feel like with every interview that you'll ever do, one, you're going to meet someone that can possibly either give you your first job or when you try again, actually land you the second or third job, or you just learn how to become a better interviewee. And that's one of the things with me. I've done so many interviews and I feel like every single one of them, I've learned something new and something that I can bring on to future interviews. If you're looking for a job or not looking for a job, do the interviews either way, because I feel like it's something good to have in your back pocket. I have literally recorded this video like 4 times now, and I feel like this one is the one that gets released out into YouTube. Welcome back to another video. My name is Anthony, and this YouTube channel is Life with Shantani. Thank you so much for pressing play on this video. If you've read the title of this video, you know exactly what we're going to talk about today, and that is the truth about starting YouTube. With that being said, let's jump into tip number 1, or the first tip that I want to share with you guys. I'm going to share a little bit of tips, a little bit of suggestions here and there. So feel free to sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and take notes, right? Tip number 1 is nobody cares. Your friends don't care about you starting a YouTube channel. Your family does not care about you starting your own YouTube channel. So you shouldn't care about starting a YouTube channel, and start recording and embracing the process. And embracing the process is another tip towards the end, but embrace the process while you're starting your own YouTube channel, because you shouldn't care about the numbers. You shouldn't care about the amount of comments that you get in a YouTube. You are in a new world, in a new space, which is the YouTube world. And I feel like it's the perfect time to take it easy, learn your editing techniques, learn how to be comfortable in front of the camera, and overall, just take in as much information and knowledge as you can from other creators that you feel inspired by. So nobody cares. Do what makes you happy. A little bit about me before we jump into the second kind of suggestion slash tip is I want to start YouTube because I enjoy it as a creative outlet, if you will, something that I've been wanting to do for a while, but now it's kind of like my safe place to connect, build a community, and see where it takes me from there. Obviously, I do want to eventually have sponsorships and work with brands, but I think my main role, or my main goal, I should say, with YouTube is to hopefully land some sort of creative gig where I am either working on a podcast or an editor of some sort with video, because I do love any type of like video creativity. All right, so tip number 2, if you guys see me looking towards my left, is because I have my laptop here and I do have a few notes that I kind of want to mention on this video, so bear with me. I also had to fix the dimness of the computer because it keeps automatic dimming. I don't know if that makes any sense. It keeps dimming after like 2 minutes. So we're back. All right, so this is future Anthony because I have to record again this part of the video. I kind of feel like I didn't get my point across as I wanted in the first take of the video. So tip number 2 is pivot and refocus as needed. And the best example that I can use for this is when you're first starting out. For example, let's say you start as a food photographer, you find along the way that you want to start implementing or sharing recipes that are specific for specific health diets or runners, and you find a bigger audience in that specific genre of YouTube videos. So you want to pivot and refocus, because along the way, it is totally fine to change your kind of creative process, or change the way you edit videos, or change the topic of your videos. Feel free to change as you please, because you're going to find other things that you're passionate about sharing during your YouTube journey, if that makes any sense. Feel free to share whatever you want when you're starting out, and don't necessarily find your niche like other people are saying immediately, because you tend to lose yourself and you close yourself in a specific box for such a long period of time that you don't try other things that could potentially grow in a quicker and more kind of faster way, if that makes any sense. I hope that you guys understand exactly what I'm trying to say, but don't feel like one specific content is the only thing that you need to focus on YouTube. Feel free to experiment, collaborate with other people, and see exactly what works for you. All right, so back to the present Anthony. All right, so tip number 3, this one is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to kind of put into words, but have a schedule or goal in mind. And what I'm trying to say by this is have kind of a goal like how I have one, which is I started in August and I told myself that I was going to have 20 videos before the end of the year. Having 20 videos before the end of the year is kind of like a goal that not only you can look forward to, but your audience can look forward to. So in other words, you can both stay engaged into something feasible, something that it's easily accomplished. Lastly, something that I want to share with you guys is embrace the process. Now, you know, my first video is not going to be a hit, and my second or third video will probably not be a hit, but you know what I'm gonna still do? I'm gonna upload. I feel like from every video that you upload on YouTube, whether it's 2 week difference or 1 week difference or every month, you're going to learn from every video. And I feel like that's important because you're learning. You know, you're becoming more wiser on YouTube and knowing exactly what works for your YouTube channel. Because I'll tell you, not every YouTube channel is the same. And I feel like the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So do what works for you and find out exactly what works for you. I found out that YouTube has a little analytics tab where it's more focused on the type of videos and content that you're sharing on your YouTube channel. So use that as a goal or motivation for YouTube videos that you plan to upload on your channel. So I'm not sure if I'm going to include this part in this video, but the reason why I upload videos is because, like I said, it's a creative outlet for me and I want to document. I feel like it's a timestamp for what I did that weekend. And if I can document, but also encourage other people and motivate other people like myself that want to start YouTube, I've done my job. The amount of happiness that I found when I had uploaded already one video was freaking amazing. So if you have not uploaded your first video, I highly encourage you guys to do so. It's something so alleviating, if that makes any sense. I don't know what kind of feeling it is, but when I uploaded that first video, I felt like, oh my God, it's actually easier than what I think it is. You can fix so many errors and so many things while editing. And I feel like that's the beauty of editing, right? You enhance your video in the process of editing. So take your time, be patient. I feel like YouTube is a long run thing. It's not how is it? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Listen, I've recorded this video like 3 or 4 times, and I have not only just recorded it, like I have a full video where I edit the whole video and it's ready to upload on YouTube, but my perfectionist did not let me. And I'm like, all right, let's start all over again. And here I am starting all over again. But I feel like this time is the time that, you know, I'm going to finally release it. I feel like the last video that I have ready, like I said, was not getting the point across as clear as I thought I would be. So with this one's gonna make it. I feel like this one's it. You know what I mean? By the way, I'm Cuban, so these hands touch literally every corner of the damn screen. I'm sorry, can't help it. Now, before I let you guys go, I feel like this tip is very crucial and important, not only to everybody, but to me. And like I said, this video is dedicated to myself, and I hope that someone else can get some guidance and tip and motivational kind of feelings from this video. Stop doom scrolling and scrolling on Instagram and TikTok. I feel like we should only follow the people that really inspire us, that move us. What I did last week is I found a YouTube video from Casey that really motivates me every single time I see that clip. And guess what I did? I downloaded it, and I feel like I wanted to share it with you guys. So I downloaded an app where I can exclude that specific bit from the video, and I'm going to include it here. But the video is pretty much my first tip, which means stop caring about what other people think and create for you. Use it as a creative outlet, like how I'm doing, and see where it takes you.
I think that, like, nobody cares about you is something that was never made clear to me. And I mean that in the most positive, optimistic, inspiring, motivating way. Like, I think that, especially if you see yourself as a creative or you want to exist on YouTube or as a filmmaker, as a musician, or as an artist or a painter, any of those things, like, you think that everybody's paying attention. And because of that, it kind of controls how you think. And even when I was young and fearless and nothing to lose, I was still so cognizant of, like, how are people going to react to this? And what's the best way to do, like, I was so aware. And the reality is nobody gives a shit. Everybody is so focused on themselves in this world. Nobody has time for you. And the sooner you accept that as a creative person, the sooner you're free. Like, you're totally free. Like, do exactly what feels right to you. And if you can get yourself on that trajectory, then it goes back to what we were talking about before, about being novel, about being an original, about not being a photocopy of somebody who did something. If you're that photocopy, you will never be the original. But the moment you accept the fact that nobody cares, do your thing, nobody cares. And then you start to go down that path, you will just get better and better and better. Then you sprinkle on that patience I was talking about. You just keep going. You keep going. And eventually, like that persistence will just smash into like opportunity. What is it? Preparation will smash into opportunity. Persistence will smash into opportunity. And like your moment of explosion, your detonation will happen.